Back again with another YouTube video. It's your boy RIG. Today we're gonna react to The Man Who Burned It All, the Seth Rollins story, full documentary. Let's get right into the video.
Seth Rollins was born.
Oh, and I'm gonna make sure I put the link of the description of this video in my description. So yeah, y'all go sub to him. Y'all go check his channel out.
Born on May 28, 1986, in Davenport, Iowa. But before the world knew him as the architect, the visionary, or the revolutionary, he was just a kid with a dream that started in small-town wrestling rings and would take him to the grandest stage in sports entertainment. Rollins' journey has been one of constant evolution, driven by his ability to adapt, innovate, and redefine what it means to be a top-tier superstar. He's been the mastermind behind some of WWE's most shocking betrayals. He's pulled off the heist of the century. He's battled the industry's biggest names and forged rivalries that have defined an era. Today, we break down the rise, reinvention, and legacy of Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins definitely will go down as one of the greatest of this generation. I can admit that. Right, back in like 2014 and all that, when Seth was a heel, Money in the Bank, you know, the heel turn, him being a heel, wins the world champion, cashes in. That's like one of the best WrestleMania moments of all time. If you think about it, that is one of the best WrestleMania moments of all time. That's just never happened before. It's just a shocking turn to a night. Seth Rollins loses to Randy Orton, right? The next thing you know, he didn't even know. Backstage, he gets called saying, you know, you're gonna win it tonight. Cash in on Roman and Brock. Make it a triple threat. He didn't know after losing to Randy until afterwards, later on in the night. But let's continue this video.
Tracing his path from the independent circuit to WrestleMania moments that have left fans speechless. If you love wrestling and want to see more deep dives like this, subscribe to Slam Tube Wrestling, where we explore the untold stories and legendary moments from the squared circle. Seth Rollins didn't start in WWE. His journey began in the early 2000s, wrestling under the name Tyler Black on the independent circuit. He competed in promotions like IWA Mid-South, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and most notably Ring of Honor, where he became a breakout star. His technical...
I'm familiar with Ring of Honor. Was he in FCW? I'm not sure, because a lot of people started from there. Florida Championship Wrestling. You know, Roman Reigns, I believe, was there. And some other people.
Style, high energy offense, and ability to control the pace of a match made him one of the most exciting young talents in professional wrestling. By 2009, he cemented himself.
Well, that Phoenix Splash is too fire, man. It's a really good underrated move in his move set. Really good move overall.
As a major player by winning the Ring of Honor World Championship, proving he was destined for bigger things. Then in 2010, he signed with WWE, reporting to their developmental brand Florida Championship Wrestling, which later rebranded as NXT. This was his moment.
Okay. So I was right. I was on the right track. Let's continue.
To transition from indie sensation to mainstream superstar. By June 2012, Rollins became the first ever NXT champion, signaling that his arrival on WWE's main roster wasn't far off. The company had big plans for him, but no one knew just how dramatic his entry into WWE's biggest stage would be. When the call finally came, Rollins wasn't introduced as just another rising talent. He was part of
Survivor Series 2012. That's all I'm gonna say.
A movement, a faction that would change the landscape of WWE forever, and it all started at Survivor Series 2012. Transitioning to the main roster in 2012 was a defining moment for Seth Rollins, but it wasn't easy. The Shield, a faction consisting of Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose, debuted at Survivor Series 2012, attacking Ryback and making their presence felt in WWE immediately. While the Shield dominated throughout 2013, Rollins still faced challenges behind the scenes. He had to prove he wasn't just a supporting...
I remember every week on Monday Night Raw, they'll just attack somebody. They'll just be looking around the ring. And they'll just literally wait for Roman, Dean, and Seth to just stay in there and walk around the ring. You know, just in case, because you know you gotta look around three sides of the ring. Someone might slide on the ring. Seth might slide under the ring. Then Roman goes in there, just starts beating up. They all just start stomping. Let's continue.
Player in the faction. He was a future main event star. That pressure pushed him to refine his in-ring psychology, adapt to WWE's larger-than-life stage, and develop a persona strong enough to carry him beyond the Shield. 2014, the Shield was at the peak of its dominance. Then came the shocking betrayal that changed everything. On June 2nd, 2014, Rollins turned on Reigns and Ambrose, splitting the Shield apart and
one of the most shocking heel turns, betrayals, anything. Tag teams, because there's a lot of tag team shocking. You got the DX one, the early 2000 one. What's the name? Enzo Amore, Big Cass. That one, that was shocking. It wasn't really shocking, because you kind of figured what was going on, but it was still a shocking heel turn. The way the story was told a little bit. Let's continue.
Aligning himself with Triple H and the Authority. The WWE universe was stunned. The Shield had been unstoppable, but Rollins saw an opportunity and he took it. This was his moment to step into the spotlight. However, betrayal came with consequences. Some fans saw Rollins as a sellout, while others recognized his brilliance. He had to navigate criticism, adjust to life as a singles competitor, and prove he wasn't just riding the Authority's coattails. He was leading the charge. Despite his success, Rollins faced backstage challenges, including creative disputes over his positioning in WWE's hierarchy. Some questioned whether he could truly carry the company as its top villain, but Rollins never wavered. He committed to his role, sharpened his persona, and positioned himself for something even greater. He wasn't just surviving in WWE.
He definitely worked his way to the top, and he has a lot of accolades.
He was preparing to take over. His betrayal of the Shield had positioned him as the company's top villain, and he backed it up with dominant performances and shocking moments. Then came March 29th, 2015, WrestleMania 31. This was the night of the heist of the century. Rollins stormed into the main event, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract during the match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. The crowd erupted as he pinned Reigns and became WWE champion, pulling off one of the most iconic WrestleMania moments of all time. From here, Rollins continued to evolve. By 2019, he embraced...
Is Seth Rollins the best Shield member? I don't know if I told you guys, but Seth Rollins gave me his Kingslayer shirt at a WWE live event. I was front row, and Seth came out. He was near, and I was like, I want the shirt, because he was gonna throw it to someone in the crowd, and I was like, I want the shirt, and I'm surprised he gave me the shirt.
Faced a new persona, the Monday Night Messiah, claiming to be the savior of WWE and assembling his own faction. Then in 2021,
and I can definitely say Seth Rollins is a, opportunist in a sense. The architect. He has a strategy game plan. He knows the right moment. You know what I mean?
He reinvented himself again as the Visionary, a larger-than-life character who thrived on mind games, unpredictability, and high-stakes competition. His rivalry with Roman Reigns intensified. At Royal Rumble 2022, Rollins got inside Reigns' head, entering the match in Shield attire, reminding him of their history and pushing the mind games to another level. But the biggest twists in Rollins' career were still ahead. At WrestleMania 40 in April 2024, he assisted Cody Rhodes, helping him secure victory. This unexpected alliance shifted the power dynamics in WWE, creating ripple effects that influenced future rivalries. Then came WrestleMania 41 in April 2025. Paul Heyman, longtime ally of Roman Reigns, did the unthinkable. He betrayed Reigns and turned his allegiance to Seth Rollins. This shocking twist shattered long-standing alliances and set the stage for a new era in WWE. With Heyman by his
Now we got a new alliance with Seth Rollins.
side, Rollins wasn't just competing, he was rewriting the rules, reshaping the WWE narrative, and positioning himself for the next power shift in the company. Rollins remained at the forefront, adapting to the modern age and proving why he's not just a great competitor, he's a master of reinvention. Rollins has solidified himself as one of the most dynamic, unpredictable, and impactful superstars in wrestling history. Seth Rollins' impact on WWE extends far beyond his matches. While he's built a reputation as one of the most intense, adaptive, and strategic competitors, he's also become a mentor, a locker room leader, and a true influencer in sports entertainment. As Rollins grew into his role as a top-tier superstar, younger talent looked to him for guidance. His ability to craft compelling narratives, reinvent himself, and consistently deliver five-star performances made him a blueprint for success. Wrestlers like Austin Theory, Carmelo Hayes, and Braun Breaker have credited Rollins' work ethic and presence.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, he knows how to put on really great matches. Like I said, he is gonna go down as one of the best of this generation.
As something they study to improve their own careers. But
For this era of wrestling.
Rollins' influence isn't just behind the scenes. He's helped reshape WWE's storytelling for a modern audience. His feuds with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre have pushed the company's storytelling to new heights, proving that long-term rivalries still matter. His ability to control the crowd, whether as a villain or fan favorite, has made him one of the most versatile performers of his era. Rollins has also played a major role in expanding WWE's culture beyond the ring. His passion for fitness.
I'm back, guys. I'm back.
His dedication to his craft and his presence in mainstream media have helped bridge the gap between pro wrestling and pop culture. Rollins has proved he's more than a champion. He's an architect of wrestling's future. And now, in the Netflix era of WWE, Rollins' leadership is more important than ever. Rollins remains one of the defining faces of the company, ensuring that its evolution continues without losing the magic that makes wrestling unforgettable. Seth Rollins is more than just a multiple-time world champion, more than just an elite competitor, more than just the mastermind behind some of WWE's greatest betrayals. His legacy is defined by reinvention. From his time as Tyler Black on the independent circuit to his evolution into the architect, the Messiah, the Revolutionary, and the Visionary, Rollins has proved that true greatness.
He got a lot of different nicknames to his character.
Comes from adapting, innovating, and redefining the game. His battles with Roman Reigns, his shocking moves like the heist of the century, his game-changing alliance with Paul Heyman, and his ability to shape the Netflix era of WWE prove that Rollins is not just a superstar, he's an architect of wrestling's future. His journey has become a roadmap for success, showing how resilience, strategy, and pure passion can build a lasting legacy. Seth Rollins isn't finished yet, but even if his career ended tomorrow, his influence would continue to shape the future of WWE. Seth Rollins' career has been a masterclass in reinvention, resilience, and unforgettable moments. Every chapter in Rollins' journey has shaped him into one of the most compelling superstars in WWE history. Rollins isn't just competing in WWE, he's helping redefine it. Seth Rollins continues to prove why he belongs among wrestling.
Yes, sir. And I think, he's a Grand Slam champion also.
Greatest pioneers. What's your favorite Seth Rollins moment? Let us know in the comments.
Alright, that was the man who burned it all. The Seth Rollins story full documentary. Tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, Uriah out.